Hi friends, we are back again with a mode of transportation, and today we shall see about a new method of transportation, that is through pipelines. You know what is carried through pipelines? We have pipe connections in our own houses, isn't it? What is it carried through that pipe? Water, I believe. No, we have water supply through the pipes. So they are small pipes, no? But there are huge pipes, no, which are used for carrying heavy quantity of liquids. So it is used in the industry area. It is also used in the petroleum products to carry from the production site to the refinery. So instead of carrying by road, it is sent through the pipe. So the road traffic or nothing will affect them. It will flow through this pipe and so. So it is a very effective method of transporting things, not for carrying people but for transporting things, especially the liquids. So you can take page number 85. So pipeline transport network is a new arrival on the transportation map in India. So it is a new arrival. All the times we had only road, railway and waterways and so on. Now we have this modern method of transportation through pipe. Then in the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. So all the times pipe was used only for transporting water to the city and to the industry and so on. Now these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products, natural gas from oil and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories and big thermal power plants and so on. So it is used for carrying liquid gas from one place to another. From where? It is from oil and natural gas field. So from where it is extracted, from that field it is carried to the factory, it is carried to the big thermal power plants, and also it is carried to fertilizer factories and so on. So instead of depending on road transport, we can carry them through the pipelines. Directly it will be delivered to the destination, to the factory, industry and so on. Then solids can also be transported through a pipeline when converted into slurry. So even the solid thing, if you want to carry to the destination through the pipe, we can do it by making them into slurry. Slurry means liquid form. So we have to melt them and make them liquid, then carry them through the pipe, and there it will be made into cool and become solid again. Then the far inland locations of refineries like Brownie, Mathura, Panipat and gas-based fertilizer plants could be thought of only because of pipelines. So nowadays the places in the cities are no more available to start industry. Therefore it is set up in the far away places, away from the towns where the population is very thin. And therefore to make road there is not that easy because it is very far away and there may be hill terrains may be there. Therefore construction of road or railway is very difficult. So best thing to carry things to there is through pipe. Lay the pipe. So through the top of the hill also pipe can go. So that becomes a easy method for especially in India to start industry in the hilly regions and so on. Then initial cost of laying pipeline is high, but subsequent running costs are minimal. It rules on transshipment losses or delays. So in the beginning to start the pipe connection, we need so many big huge pipes required setting up, and also require a lot of money. So the investment will cost you a lot of money, your capital is required. But once it is set up, then the subsequent years, the following years, the expense is nil, we can say, or very minimal. But road and other things are not set. Road needs to be repaired year after year, and it will incur a lot of loss. But once pipeline is set, that initial amount is spent, then the following years the expense is very less, and we'll be able to save a lot of money in the course of time. And it also saving us the transshipment losses. So if this pipeline is not there, means we have to transport by ship maybe, or we have to change from, first we have to go by truck, then we have to load into the ship, then again we have to load into the truck and reach to the factory. So that interchanging, that will cause a loss. Lot of oil may be dropped there, lot of material may be dropped here and there, and lot of loss is there. And also it can cause delay. For example, to carry something through the road, we have to see the situation. Most of the places there will be traffic jam, and so it cannot reach the thing in time. But if it is going through pipe, then there is nobody to block. The thing can reach in the destination the time when you want. So lot of advantages for carrying things. So because of this pipeline supply, we have the industries benefiting from it. They are not made delayed to production because of lack of raw materials, and so it can reach in time through the pipe, and they are able to carry out their manufacturing activity in time, and production of things also in time. Then there are three important networks of pipeline transportation in our country. So we have three important networks are there connecting these pipelines. So first one is from oil field in Upper Assam to Kanpur, that is in Uttar Pradesh, and that is going via Guwahati, Barauni and Allahabad. So one pipeline is very long, that is starting from Assam, that is in Guwahati, that is starting in Upper Assam, and it is going to Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh. So from Assam to Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, it has to travel quite a long distance, and it is covering the area Guwahati town, Barauni and Allahabad. So these are the places it will be touching. The pipeline is going to that place, and it has branches from Barauni to Haldia via Rajband to Maurigarh and Guwahati to Siliguri. So there are so many branching connections are also there. So from Guwahati, this pipe is also going to Siliguri. Then from Barauni, it is going to Haldia, and then also via Rajband, and from Rajband it is going to Maurigarh. So this is not a single pipe going from Assam to Uttar Pradesh in Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, but it has got diverting. Many branches are going in different directions. So the oil can be sent to different places. So it is set in such a way. Then the second most important pipeline is from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. So another one is starting from Gujarat to Punjab. So that is also a very long distance, and it is covering via Viramgam, Mathura, Delhi, Sonipat, and it has branches to connect Koyali, that is near Vadodara in Gujarat, then Chaksu and other places. So second one is starting from Gujarat to Punjab, and it is going through the places Viagram, Mathura, Viramgam, Mathura, Delhi and Sonipat. Then the third most important pipeline is gas pipeline from Hasira to in Gujarat, connect Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh via Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh, and it has branches to Kota in Rajasthan, Shahjahanpur, Babrala and other places in Uttar Pradesh. And the third one is used for transporting not oil but for natural gas, and this starting from Gujarat, and it is going to Uttar Pradesh in Jagdishpur, and on the way it is connecting to another places as well. So all these are the three important pipeline connections in our country. You can say again, first one is starting from Assam to Uttar Pradesh, second one is starting from Gujarat to Punjab, and third one is starting from Gujarat to Uttar Pradesh. So these are the three important connections. You need to remember, and we need to remember through which are the towns that it is passing through and so on. Now another important transport is waterways. Waterways. So since time immemorial, India was one of the seafaring countries. So for all the time onwards, because India has got a lot of sea coasts are there, and people have been going into the sea for fishing and other activities. The seamen sail far and near, thus carrying and spreading Indian commerce and culture. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. You can underline. Which way is the cheapest mode of transportation? That is waterways. Then they are more suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. So the bulky ships, they can carry bulky things and also can carry very heavy things. And it is a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode of transport. Another advantage of this waterways is it is fuel efficient. It needs very less fuel for functioning, and also it is environment friendly. It does not pollute the environment. Then India has inland navigation waterways 14,500 kilometers in length. So the inland navigation, that means within the India through the rivers and so on. So that is within the country, not in the sea, but within the country, within our territory. We have how much long navigation? We have 14,500 kilometers long navigation is there within our country. Then out of these, only 3,700 kilometers in length are navigable by mechanized boats. So out of this 14,500 kilometers of inland navigation, only 3,700 kilometers are navigable by mechanized boats. So other ones we can go with ordinary boat and so without machine. We will be rowing the boat with hands. We will be holding a stick for pushing in the water. So they will be using it manually. But other 3,700 kilometers we can go with the help of machine. The boats can be run with machine. Then the following waterways have been declared as the national waterways by the government. So we have few waterways are there which are declared by the government as national waterways. Just like we have national roads, we have national highways, we also have national waterways. Let's see which are they. The Ganga River between Allahabad and Haldia. So waterway number 1 is the Ganga River. Starting from Allahabad and up to Haldia, we can travel through this Ganga River, and it is 1,620 kilometers we can travel through this Ganga River. Then second one is Brahmaputra River between Sadia and Dhubri. So the Brahmaputra River also 891 kilometers we can use for traveling, and it is starting from Sadia and Dhubri. Then that is called waterway number 2. Then the third one is the West Coast Canal in Kerala, that is Kattapurma Oman, Udyoga Mandal and Chambakara canals. So these are, the third one is not in the river but it is in the canal, that is canal made in the west coast of Kerala, and that is not very long, it is just 205 kilometers, and that is considered as the waterway number 3, national waterway number 3. So which are the three? First one is in the Ganga River, second one is in the Brahmaputra, and the third one is in the West Coast Canal in Kerala. These are the three national waterways number 1, 2 and 3. Then the other viable inland waterways include Godavari, Krishna, Barak, Sundarbans, Buckingham Canal, uh, Brahmani, East-West Canal, and Damodar Valley Corporation Canal. So there are so many small canals are also there, which are not recognized by the government as a national waterways, but it is also used for inland waterways. Which are they? The Godavari River, Krishna River, Barak River, then the Sundarbans, Buckingham Canal, and Brahmani, East-West Canal, and Damodar Valley Corporation Canal, and so on. So these are short distances we can travel through them, and they are also important for us to travel because that is cheap mode of travel and it is environment friendly. Therefore, when other ways are not there, we have to depend on this waterways. Then apart from this, India's trade with foreign countries is carried from ports located along the coast. 95% of the country's trade volume, that is 68% in terms of value, is moved by sea. So another important function or purpose of the sea route or waterways is to do international trade. If you want to do business with other country, exporting things and importing things, that is done by ship, that is by the sea waterways. So we can say around 95% of the country's trade, 95% including importing and exporting, it is carried by ocean, by ship. Waterways are used, so they are not carried by aeroplane and so on, because it will be very expensive. Carrying by ship is very cheap, therefore these waterways are used to do business with foreign countries. So that is another important thing. So almost 68% of the value of the total foreign trade, we can say, is carried through the waterways. So that is another important part of this, important thing about this waterways. Now let's see which are the major seaports. We said the ships, the international business or transaction or trade is carried by ship, and therefore the ship cannot come to the land anywhere. So there is a special place is made that is called seaport, and the ship can come closer to the land only in the seaport because it needs a very deep water. In the shallow water where the depth is not there, ship cannot come closer to the land. So the place is prepared such a way that the ship can come closer to the land. So it is called seaport. Let's see what are the major seaports in our country. So with a long coastline of 7,516.6 km, India is dotted with 12 major and 187 notified non-major ports. So as we know, India has got long coastal line. It is starting from Gujarat and it is coming up to West Bengal. So it is all that peninsula region is surrounded by the oceans, and therefore we have how many kilometers long coastal line along the ocean? 7,516.6 km long, and we have 12 major seaports. How many seaports we have? Major one, we have 12 major ports. Then 187 notified non-major ports. So those are not major. There are plenty of small seaports are there, 187 of them. Then these major ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. So we already said that the sea route is very important because 95% of our foreign trade is carried out through this sea route. So these 12 major ports are helping us to load the things into the ship, to unload the things from the ship, and so through the ports. Then Kanla in Kochi was the first port developed soon after independence to ease the volume of trade on the Mumbai port in the wake of loss of Karachi port to Pakistan after the partition. So before India was partitioned, Pakistan was part of India, and Mumbai and Karachi, these were the two major ports that we were using for bringing things or sending things. But after the partition, the Karachi is no more belonging to India, therefore India cannot use, and therefore all the trade, foreign trade was carried through the Mumbai port, and that was overcrowded. Too much work was there in the Mumbai port. Therefore, after independence, India started a new port that is called Kandla port. So that was the first one India started after the independence. Before that, Mumbai also is there, but after the independence, the first seaport that was started was Mumbai. And why was the Kandla seaport was started? Because of the partition, we lost the Karachi seaport. Therefore, Mumbai seaport had lot of work was there. So, in order to reduce the work of the Mumbai port, another one called Kandla, it was started. Then, Kandla is a tidal port. So it caters to the convenient handling of exports and imports of highly productive granary and industrial belt stretching across the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. So this important of this Kandla port is that it is a tidal port. You know tidal, we have already studied about the low tide and high tide. So it's a tidal port. That means when the water level is high, the ship will be able to come up to the land level. And this port is able to cater to the people of the states from the people from Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. So people from this place, they do the importing and exporting through this Kandla port. Then Mumbai is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well-sheltered harbour. You can underline. Which is the most important or the most biggest seaport in India. Mumbai is the biggest seaport in India. And so it has got very spacious area and it is natural and it is also well-sheltered. The place is protected very well. The Jawaharlal Nehru port was planned with a view to decongest the Mumbai port and serve as a hub port for this region. So afterwards, the Jawaharlal Nehru port was planned with a view to decongest the Mumbai port. So we already said when the Karachi was gone from India, the Mumbai port was congested with too many works. So another port called the Jawaharlal Nehru port was started so that the workload of Mumbai port will be reduced. And the Marmagao port, that is in Goa, is the premier iron ore exporting port of the country. You can underline that also. So the Marmagao port, that is in Goa, it is used for exporting iron ore to the country. Iron port, it is the only iron port or premier iron port exporting seaport in our country. And this port accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore export. So this seaport, it is accounting for 50% of India's iron ore export. So the iron ore that India is exporting, 50% of that is going through this Marmagao seaport in Goa. A new Mangalore port located in Karnataka caters to export of iron ore concentrates from Kundramukh mines. So we learned about early the Kundramukh. Kundra means horse. So the mountain that looks like the face of a horse, that is called Kundramukh mountains. And there are a lot of mines are there, and the product that is mined out from there, that is sent from this Mangalore, new Mangalore port. Then Kochi is the extreme southwestern port, located at the entrance of lagoon with a natural harbour. So another important seaport is Kochi, that is in the southern part of India in Kerala, and that is located at the entrance of a lagoon. What is a lagoon? It's a shallow water. That is called lagoon. So it is located at the entrance where there is a shallow water and there is a natural harbor, so the ships can come closer to the land. So that is another important seaport in our country. Then moving along the east coast, you would see the extreme southeastern port of Tuticorin and in Tamil Nadu. So another seaport in Tamil Nadu is Tuticorin. And this port has a natural harbor and rich hinterland. So this, just like Kochi, this Tuticorin seaport also has got a very natural harbor and it is very rich in hinterland. What is hinterland? It is very near to the coastline. Thus, it has a flourishing trade handling of a large variety of cargoes to even our neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives and the coastal regions of India. So this port is used for exporting things to Sri Lanka, Maldives and even other coastal areas of our own country. So from one corner to another corner we can send by ship. Instead of using the roadways, we can use the waterways. And it is ranked next to Mumbai in terms of volume of trade and cargo. So this Tuticorin seaport, it has become very important. It is next to Mumbai in terms of work done, the volume of things that is transported from here. So Mumbai is the biggest and after that is Tuticorin. And Visakhapatnam is deepest landlocked and well protected port. Another important port is Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. That is, it is well protected port. And this port was originally conceived as an outlet for iron ore export. So in the beginning they set up this port to export iron ore from India to other countries. Then Pradeep port located in Odisha specializes in export of iron ore. So another seaport that is in Odisha, that is also meant for exporting iron ore. So Kolkata is an inland riverine port. So another port is Calcutta port and it is an inland and riverine. So this port is in the side of a river. From the ocean or from the sea, the ship has to come through the river and come to the land. And it is in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Then being a tidal port, it requires constant dredging of Hooghly. So just like we said in Kochi, it is a tidal port and this Calcutta port also is a tidal port. It requires constant dredging of Hooghly. So it is in the Hooghly river and it needs the rising of water on this Hooghly river. Then Haldia port was developed as a subsidiary port. So another port is Haldia port and that is developed in the beginning as a subsidiary port in order to relieve growing pressure on Calcutta port. So just like Mumbai was overburdened, the Calcutta port also is overburdened. Too much work is there, exporting and importing. Therefore, they started another port nearby, that is, what is the name? Haldia port, in order to reduce the work of Calcutta port. So some work can be given to the Haldia port, some exporting from there. Therefore, Calcutta will be little more free. So these are some of the waterways that we have and different seaports that we have. How many seaports we have? We said we have 12 important seaports are there and there are a lot of minor seaports are also there. So these seaports are carrying out a lot of trade with other countries, especially they are transporting the heavy and bulky things like iron ore and so. So most of the exporting is done in these through these ports. So they are very important and therefore they need to be well maintained so that this business can be carried on. So we'll wind up today. We'll meet you again the next day with another type of transportation, that is airways. We shall see you in the next day. Bye.